What you are looking at is top neon electric blue. Now, what's unique about this stone is it actually comes out of Mozambique, but it actually resembles and is identical to the material you see, the finest quality coming out of the Brazilian Paraiba mine in the state of Paraiba. This kind of color is constantly confusing the world. Is it Brazilian? Is it African? Is it Brazilian? Is it African? And I tell you, they look the same. This color is constantly in demand and continuously breaking new records at auction. It is something that very few people get a chance to own. It's got that vivid blue saturation and that electric neon Paraiba color, something that is special. This cut is the only one that I've been able to collect of this particular cut. It is an elongated cushion cut, like a historical cut, but it is actually a stone coming out of Mozambique. Look, I stand loud and proud. I remember getting this stone in 2003, and I've held on to it, and it's been on display in a lot of labs around the world. It's actually been on display to educate a lot of gemologists how to identify the difference between Mozambique and Brazil. These are important to get to different, gemologists across the world so they can see that, yes, there is a difference slightly between the different. And how do they, because a lot of people want origin certs on their actual gemstones. They want to get a cert. So we need to educate those gemologists to ensure that they're up to date with how these colors look, because this color is amazing. The copper concentration count on this is very high as well. And that's also very confusing, because if you look at Brazilian Paraibas, the copper count can go from 800 to 1200 to 1500 on the copper scale, where a lot of Mozambiques will only go between 400, 500, 600. But sometimes Mozambique can also go high. So it's about educating them about the internal, the internal inclusions within the stone under microscope, so people can learn and understand how to identify the different origins. To be honest with you, from my perspective, if it looks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. And this material is identical to the color you see coming out of Brazil and the most expensive Paraibas that you find. Either way, it's based off of the Don's Club price of 2003. Now, the official discovery date of Paraiba back in the day was 2005 in Mozambique. I was buying hundreds and hundreds of kilos in 2003. I knew I hit the jackpot. I remember when they were pan mining along the river down in Nampula in Mozambique back then. I was buying all the rough. They thought they were selling purple tourmalines and light purple tourmalines, and this is the material that actually heats to this neon blue. And now you just don't see that color at all. But I was buying it all back in the day. This is a textbook color. It is a rare stone. It is beautiful. If you like that electric blue, this hits all the points. Aeronautically engineered, of course, Cat Florence. She has built this design around this stone. You've got a lot of diamonds here, almost 2 carats, 1.81 to be exact. A lot of shapes in that band as well. Significant size, deep, flawless. So the mounting is already a significant piece. Sits on the hand beautifully, elongates the finger, but that neon blue color is just electric. It is special. Everybody wants it. And it's getting harder and harder to find. Prices are constantly soaring, auctions are constantly rising, and nobody can get this material because there's nothing coming out. The mining has dried up, circulation is drying up, everything is slowly reducing in the marketplace. So if you got one of these, hold on to them, because prices are continuously rising. If you don't got one and you want one, we see very few, as you know, through the atelier. But this just, this is an old stone of mine. It is beautiful, it is electric, and it is collectible.